That's from the essence, Gabby J. Out here trying to get some sun, but the breeze is cool. I'm definitely not complaining. Busy day today. Got up praising God. Grateful. And He's still touching me. Still give me compassion, integrity. That I won't walk over. Still got me kind and giving back. Even if it's a good morning to someone. Surprised my dogs brought them out probably twice then. I actually worked out talking to a buddy of mine. Long distance on the phone and took my dogs for a walk. 2 at a time this time. Last time I did it was 1 at a time. But this hitting this floor and working out, doing that cardio, messing my little hand weights, doing these squats, calf raises, just everything. Just like I said, I had fasted for a month. So I lost all the little muscle I got in my little slim body, but I got a pit Jack Russell who's about 50 plus, no, 60 something. I got a Sable German Shepherd, both females. She's strong and muscular under all that long hair. Then I had to double back after that and walk my Labrador German Shepherd Rockwaller mix. She's short, but she's wide and thick, and still getting used to her walking on with me. I also got she's a female, like I said. Then I got a Staffordshire Terrier, Bull Terrier. He's tall, he's solid. So they all about 60 pounds plus. It was good. Like I said, I got a command collar where you just kind of tap it and it brings them to it. It's not pointed. It's pretty nice. You know, it just allows them to read what I want them to do. Had my speaker box on, listening to some Currency, and just vibed up, double blocks, this and that with them, and didn't put on too much, and it was beautiful. It was really great. Came back, cleaned up, made my oatmeal, threw my extra oatmeal, and I like that walnuts and dates in it. A lot of peanut butter. Like I said, I got away from that Jif, Skippy. Didn't really care for Peter Pan and the other brands. Because being a really, really super vegan, I like to say, I saw that it had molasses in the Jif. Even though I was eating and never turned the can around. I would get the big 4-pound cans and the big one containers. So I noticed it had molasses in it. The Holy Spirit said, turn it around, molasses. So I'm like, okay, I know it's got to be sugar. So like I said, one day I got on, I checked. And this was a trip that I share from my uncle first. That molasses is made with sugar / or cane sugar. But it has shards. It has cow shards, cow bone shredded in it. I'm still waiting on somebody to let me know why they did that one. I always said, man, they not playing fair with the vegans, but it's just whoever. But definitely, like I said, the vegans, when you think you're not eating no animal byproduct. So I've been eating Jif for years. That's what I said, my favorite tasting peanut butter. Because I don't do sweets, so that would be me with spoonfuls, and I don't do bread. I stopped eating bread, man, quite a couple of years ago, and so that changed my life. So I'm eating a great value peanut butter. It's 90% peanuts. Not no extra nothing in it. Feeling good. Excuse me. Last night I had some cauliflower crust pizza I had, and you know it comes with the onions and some vegetables on it. But I wind up put some celery, which is good for nerve damage. Celery, carrots, red onions. I chopped up some baby carrots. Wound up getting some smoked paprika. Put that, lemon pepper, garlic powder, some Ethiopian Burberry, because I've been eating Ethiopian food well over about 23 years. Not consistent, but yeah, I've been dabbling in, I've been eating Ethiopian food for that long. It's like got a nice heat and kick to it. I use that. I put that on a piece of wire it's frozen. And then when it was done, I seasoned the mushrooms, sliced the baby mushrooms, and I just put them on there raw and turned the oven off. Oh yeah, I had a plant-based cheese on it. And at the end, I cut some tomatoes up. I made some guacamole. Just really super healthy life. And I made guacamole, like I said, with the rest of the carrots and celery and the red onions. Then I threw some lemon juice on it, some real lemon juice on it. I threw some diced chopped jalapenos to throw that in there. With the black pepper, which kicks all that up, especially like I said when you dealing with nerve damage. And mine is gotten so much better, so much better. And that's just the healthy living, and then tapping in to find out what helps. Oh, turmeric really is great. Some ginger, I believe. Turmeric probably helps with knee swelling, inflammation, so I threw that on there. My oatmeal, anything I'm cooking on, if it doesn't kind of look like it's orange, it's not enough turmeric. The celery is a really good thing. You know, a lot of people say celery doesn't have a taste. I always say dip it in something. But if it's to help the effects of your body feeling funny or hurting, man, it's worth it to me. It's worth it to me. So I'm just out here tapped in nature and just grateful. Last night I made some wild rice. Put the same amount of seasonings and onions and everything on some mushrooms. Opened up a big can of pinto beans. Sauteed that in the skillet. And that's just for the day. So I said because I'm putting my weight back on, I have to keep meals pre-made. I see why a lot of the guys, like I said, a lot of big guys with just healthy people, pre-make meals because you can get to the point you're like, oh, I don't want to cook or this and that. So I have to, even if I'm not really feeling hungry, eat. Just eat. Just eat. Just eat. Just getting up, delivering some good message to the people, and did some reels, did some lives. Gonna check some stuff on Facebook. I like to tap back in and let people know that I appreciate what they're doing in my life and touching me and of knowing influencing anyone. That's what I'm here for. The journey is real. Childhood buddy of mine. And his sister came out here for a graduation. And just waiting to connect back with him. Like I said, we've been tapped in since the 6th grade, man. This thing is real. I hadn't seen him in some years, so that's a beautiful thing. I put it up on Facebook. My guy Dan, the general, and man, a lot of people we went to school with. Like I said, since grade school. Big shepherd. That's actually a shepherd my neighbor has 2 houses down, which is the sister of my shepherd. She's white, tan-haired, and he's like a forest gray male. But yeah, it's just about a healthy lifestyle, and a lot of people have looked at that like, man, why you give up this, and this? It's like when you were pumped with so many pills and you didn't break a bone, but God saved you in a horrific car accident. Man, just tearing my body up, my head, everything. You can keep believing these doctors, or you can just take it to God. I was speaking to my brother Avon about when I got this message delivered to me. You feel an ailment, first thing you think, make appointments for the doctor. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. On the way there, you're dealing with it. You're telling somebody, I feel this way, I feel that way. You go there, sit in the waiting room, they call you, they do the little evaluation, nurses or the blood pressure, take you in there. As soon as you see the doctor in your spirit, it's like, and I'm talking about me, but you spoke to people and seen this. It's like you start automatically telling yourself he's going to give you something that's going to help you. So naturally, through your spirit saying this, it's already starting to pre-heal itself, but because he signed off this script and you're taking it to your CVS or your Walgreens, you already start pre-programming your spirit that this is going to help cure me. And this is me from taking man-made pills. for an ailment, so-called mental. Uh, when my nephew tapped me in to a video, I realized it was truly spiritual, and I had to understand it. But I had to get up, and then, like I said, when you lying dormant and not doing anything, but my dogs stretch when they get ready to go outside. When they know they just stretch. They just stretch. So they're already limbering themselves up. They're running. I'm coming out here barely eating. Done fed them. Probably gave them snacks. Look up 3 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything. So what am I doing to keep my body flowing, to keep my blood flowing, to keep my body from just going dormant, to keep my body active? Hadn't been walking them. Just realized you're not doing anything. You made yourself so disciplined to stop eating meat. Restricted your diet. Drug free from 29 years. Put the herb to the side just by choice. No drinking. No just getting loud. No stress. Nobody check my temperature. Getting stressed. Just truly believing and praising, but what are you doing for the physical? That's what I said. When you tap in and subscribe to a lot of different people who work out, when you're amped up and doing it, soon as something happens, the spirit or the voice, not to tell you stop, something happens to put you in a spiritual decline, you stop. But then before you know it, you started noticing you're losing a little muscle mass. Even if you slim like me, you start losing the muscle mass, you start losing the inspiration. Like I say, the dog's the only one just staying healthy. Then you see that I gotta start working out. You see the blood gotta keep flowing. It's flowing every day, but that's part of helping with the energy. And like I said, the older you get, the more you really need it. But not just the more you need it is older, but there's some people older than me that are like super healthy, super strong, and they just tell themselves, not I need to, but I want to. And then when you want to, you start finding yourself enjoying it. You start finding where I gotta go to the gym, or I need to go walk the track. You can be on your phone talking to somebody. I need to walk with my dog. Just change your mind. Just like I said, speaking about, you believe the doctor cured you, but not saying that medication, but it's truly spiritual. Because before we had Walgreens and CVS, I always think about the Western days when when you didn't see the drugstores, or you go back and tap into the movies with Indians or natives that had been here before. They were knowing what plants was spiritually through God, what plants were doing, what they was doing to help, and then it was constantly praying and self-help healing your body, and not intaking so much of all this food with a lot of different, like say, steroids and so-called unhealthy things they put in there. I don't know if these are hawks, but it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 7. We were walking, and I felt a shadow over me, and it was just so wide. It's like when you see it that close, you realize how big they are. But yeah, you can lie dormant physically and spiritually to where you definitely start feeling issues. I started doing the push-ups. I was telling my buddy Avon, I heard the pop, and I was like, that's like the rust. That was me, a sign of a rust, not a sign of thinking I'm gonna hurt myself. But you hadn't done them in months and months and months. So when I started doing the squats, the popping in the knee, and it's like, no. So one thing I like to do is I got tapped into is olive oil instead of different grease, but cooking. But actually, it's actually a natural healer on joints. But the thing about it, you have to keep using. You have to keep using. You have to keep using. Put it in your food, but incorporate it, especially when your pores open after the shower, if you're walking, or just when you definitely feel it. Like I said, the coconut oil, I put in the oatmeal. I use some. I put it in my hair on top of my head, my beard, my knees. I was wearing shorts, and one of my dogs was just. I just happened to look up because I'm looking out the window or something, and started licking my knee, and I realized she's trying to get the coconut oil. Like, no, I had to put something on. Like, no, man, this is for me, you know. But I put it in their food because it helps with their skin. You know, at one point, my shepherd would just, if she wasn't active or playing, she was just digging like constantly and constantly. So I asked the guy I had purchased it from, one of my good buddies, and he was buying this certain food, Victor, that he was breeding with. But I noticed she was starting to ache a lot. I mean, scratch a lot. So I switched her to natural balance. So everybody's on a natural balance diet. But they talking about constantly getting dry food. So what I do is give them tuna. Give them tuna, coconut oil. My oldest pit, Jack Russell, don't like vegetables. So chop up carrots, sometimes banana. They got these at Family Dollar. They got these peanut butter cookie treats. High protein, really good for them. $2. You get like it's almost seemed like a pound and a half. I was breaking them, but I'm like, man, this is hard, and they ain't cutting. So realized I had a small processor, so I just give it enough. So she don't like vegetables and bananas. With that coconut oil in this mix, and sometimes tuna too. Man, bowl clean, she licking it. So it's just about me purposely wanting a better lifestyle. Me purposely want to have longevity in life. Like I said, not stressing, like staying conscious aware of who I am and paying forward. And that's what it's about, paying forward. So just want to come on and say that I'm going here and just relax. I'm like, why do I feel tired? It's not just got up, or it's forgot you worked out and walked the dog. So I'm just grateful. Everybody that pushed play. Everybody that pushed play. Everybody that truly believe. I was doing, I think it was a push-up or something. And I caught myself saying out loud about, man, I can't. And God said, no. Because I used to go to the gym and the trainers would be adjusting the weights, this and this. And I remember I was working with 3 different trainers. They was putting the muscle on, and I can't wait to get back to the gym. And each one I just kind of happily said, they would put on, I was like, man, I can't. It was like, we've talked to each other. All 3 of us notice you say that, but you don't notice you're getting stronger. Because I remember I started leg pressing with